Hey everybody, it's Married Life 20 again. Sorry we've been Sorry we've been a little what is it called? Not hiatus. Sorry we haven't been around in a little while, but we've been on I guess a little hiatus, a little break since the summertime when we have a child that's out for the summer. Anyway, the other thing is, the reason that I'm all snazzy and stuff is because I'm just getting off of work to film this for you guys. So yes, give me kudos. Daddy over here is on vacation, and that's why he has his little t-shirt on, and he's looking like he's all relaxed.
T-shirt, yeah, I'm going to be casual, because when you on vacation, you are chilling.
Right. So, what we're going to talk about today is friendship. Yay! Okay, we're going to do friendship. And we're going to take friendship, and we're going to take each letter of the word, and we're going to talk about each area in that letter of friendship of the word. So, if you have any questions regarding the today, then you can just leave them in the comments down below. I'm really stuttering today.
It's
I'm
all right,
so tired. I've been at work all day.
We're going to be natural.
I'm tired.
That's right.
Okay, all right, so let's start with F, because you spell friendship and it starts with F. The first one is, and if I'm looking down, it's because we have notes here. The first one is family.
Family.
I thought we were going to change that.
Nope, no. You kept it as such.
Okay, so you go first, so I can think.
Family. We want to talk about the basics of family.
In friendship, it has to be with friendship.
Yeah, I mean, family having, what do you say, mother, father, sons, daughters, or just sons. Even if you're a single mom and you have kids, that's still considered family.
Wait, that's not what we're talking about.
No, we're talking about the friendship of family. No matter what, it's a blend. Here we go.
Okay, let me start first. All right, so friendship. Friendship is highly important in a marriage, because if you don't have friendship, you got to remember, you got to start off as friends. You got to like all those little quirks that they do, like picking on their fingers or
farting in bed.
Yeah. Doing things that you really won't always like, or might not always fall in that marriage type of quo, I guess. So with the friendship, even when you're upset at them, that friendship is what saves the marriage, because through friendship you can still communicate, and you can still actually maybe not fully like them. You're always going to love them, obviously, if you're in a relationship that's healthy, a marriage. But you might not always like them. But that friendship will make you, kind of like Brian and I do when we do get into tiffs or whatever. We look at each other and just end up laughing, or, just doing silly things, because that's what, you have to
majority
have
of the time.
Yeah.
You can't have any hang-ups. I mean,
just family.
Yeah, no, just being stale, in your friendship, in your relationship. You have to brighten it up sometimes. To keep breaking up that monotony.
And keep that friendship status.
Right.
And we still got thumbs who actually stopped talking about family.
Well,
so let's just say that family equals friendship. There we go. We're through with F. Okay, so R is respect.
Yes.
That is a huge one. You can start with that one, babe. A huge one.
Yes, respect, and especially starting from the man's point of view in your relationship, having that respect for your mate is really big, really big. Not disrespecting them, and as a man, we've seen so many stories, men that disrespect their women, and I know in the beginning of our relationship, from time to time, I had a problem with that, and I didn't address it when I should have. And it took a lot of, discussions, and even sometimes some little heated arguments between my wife and I to get me straight on that, because it starts, how you grew up, and how you treated as a man, how you had a relationship with your mother, if you didn't or you did.
Right.
And I can say I wasn't that close with my mother, but I
She's still alive, by the way.
Yes, yes, she's still.
I wasn't like she's dead.
But she's still my mother,
Right.
and my wife is my wife, and she is a woman, and I need to treat her as my queen.
Right, and it wasn't like bad disrespect.
No,
it
no.
Seemed like it was bad.
No. It wasn't
But it was just
abusing her
little
like that. It was just the
no.
little things,
Right.
over talking her from time
Right.
to time, and I'm being real.
Raising his voice sometimes,
You
which
know.
is one of my issues, which is a whole other thing we're going to talk about, because in my background I have some abuse and all kinds of stuff, but that's another video.
But respect. Protecting. Your mate, your woman. When you're walking in the parking lot. Have her walk on the inside of you and not on the outside. Let her walk in front. And you're protecting her from the back, watching out everything, opening doors. If you're going to the kitchen, asking her, not just going and getting you something, asking her, hey, baby, is there something that you want while I go to the kitchen? It's those little things that sometimes men forget. And not all men, but it's just those little things that you seem to forget sometimes when you're thinking, hey, I want to go get a glass of juice or water, and I'm just going for myself. But if you have a mate, you can't do that. You have to include them even if they say no.
Right, exactly, because it's a trick. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Okay, so now,
on to the
as
next.
far as respect for a woman, it's highly important that you respect your man, and remember that your man is your man. Yes, we can be strong-will-minded and independent and all that kind, and that's great. That's fine, but just remember, we're going to talk about the next little component, and I'll get into that too, and kind of compare it to respect. You have to remember that your husband is your husband, and you married him for a reason. You married him because you trust him. And so if you trust him, then you can respect and give him the chance to do what he needs to do as a man of the house. Now, that doesn't mean Brian and I always make decisions together, no matter what the decisions are. But just remember, a man is a man, and so you need to respect your man. You need to listen to what he's saying. And you need to remember that he is a man. A man is not going to be like you. A man is completely opposite. And so you just need to remember that. But respect is huge. You want to be very careful with calling them out of their names, because in the beginning of our relationship I could be a little disrespectful too. So it wasn't just
but
Brian.
it wasn't terrible.
No,
I mean, we were
but
in public. We never embarrass one another in public.
Right.
We wait till either we got into the car with the
Right.
doors closed, windows up, or back at home.
He said windows up.
Right. But
Okay.
we don't embarrass each other out in public in front of people.
Well,
like
we do
that.
sometime at the grocery store acting funny and stuff.
But that's when we're being
That's
goofy.
different. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not anything serious like that.
So now let's go to individuality. And can I do that one first?
Sure.
Okay, so that one is really important too as far as respect. So you have, and Brian and I, we're kind of going through that right now,
That
really,
stage now.
because our youngest, Brian, is 17. He'll be a senior this year. And he's not out of the house yet, or I guess I shouldn't say he's not out of the house yet, but he's not really branched off. Well, he has really branched off.
Yeah, because
He
he's
is
hardly
kinda branched
home.
off. Yeah, he has kind of branched off. And so now we're forced not to only learn each other, but to kind of learn ourselves, and that individuality is very important because, Brian and I can be in the same space, and it's so funny now. There was a time when we might be in the same space and he might be doing something, I might be doing something, and he might get upset because I'm not giving him attention, or I might get upset because he's not giving me attention. And now it's like we've grown. And, okay, if the camera is shaking, you guys,
Our big dog has
dogs.
shaking the tripod.
Because it is raining outside and he's freaking out over the thunder.
Settle down,
Chop, where
Poppers.
is he? Where is he?
He's up under here.
Okay, he's under. Okay.
Hi, Hutsy.
All right, don't move, Chopper.
Okay.
Okay, so we'd be in the same space, and sometimes we get upset because we wouldn't be giving each other attention. But now we understand that it's highly important for us to have our own individuality and our own space as we grow.
Right.
Because then that just makes us stronger within ourselves, which makes us stronger within our marriage.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, we've grown pretty much up together, and in our 20s and on up. So, we can be in the same house, and there'll be times where maybe if I'm in the living room, watching a game or catching up on shows that I might have DVR or something, and Dion's in the bedroom watching her favorite vloggers, And it's like, oh, aren't you going to come in here with me? So we have to. It's hard for us to separate sometimes.
Sometimes,
Yeah. So
but we are kind of getting to know ourselves a little bit better.
right,
I think.
right. Yeah. You have to have that separate time. And now that our kids are grown, pretty much. We were giving all of our attention to them when they were younger.
Yes.
And it was all about them, even though we had our little times, together, little vacation, but it was mostly family vacations that we took. And now that they're branched off and older and doing their own thing, well, now we have to concentrate on each other and then giving each other some separate time from one another as well.
Right. All right, excitement. So this is one. Oh, you should go first because I went first last time.
Well, you have to make your excitement. I mean,
Yes.
even in our mid to latter 40s, we don't jump around and do backflips or anything like that.
Sometimes we do.
Well, yeah, we have our moments, but the excitement, you have to find things that you like to do.
Right.
And
I don't really think that's been hard for us though. Because we've always been goofy with each other. I mean, we've all...
Yeah, because people see us sometimes acting up in Target or Walmart or something.
Oh my gosh.
And they think that
we just got married.
Just met.
Right, exactly.
Like, no, we actually had now, as of last couple of weeks, our 24th wedding anniversary, and we still act goofy with
Been
one
together
another.
26? Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. And goofy with the kids. That's one thing.
Oh, yeah.
No, but this is not about the kids. Not about the kids.
Right. See, there we go, branching off to kids again.
Okay, so with excitement, I do think that we definitely do keep up the excitement. We're going to be working on it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're going into a whole nother phase now. Literally, you guys, a whole nother phase.
Right.
And so it's going to be a different type of excitement. I mean, we went out this weekend for the first time in a long time and actually went and sat over at some friend's house until like 1 o'clock in the morning. We hadn't done that in a long time.
Yeah.
So, and it was really fun. It was really fun. We're not going to go into detail.
No detail.
Okay.
But we definitely broke out of our shell for the moment.
I know
and it was
I
a lot of
did.
fun.
Yeah, it was a lot
It
of
was
fun.
a lot of fun. So
Okay,
there you go.
nurturing. Do I get to do that one?
Go for it.
So nurturing is a big thing. Now, in my profession, nurturing is something that I've just done for years. And so I don't think I've ever really not nurtured Brian. I think sometimes I overdo it. I think sometimes he gets a little aggravated because I'm always looking at him going, babe, I can look at your eyes until you're tired. Babe, you need to take a nap. Babe, I need to help you do this. Babe, I need to help you do that. And so sometimes I might be a little bit too nurturing. And that's like, I guess, physically. Now, mentally, I had to work on it being nurturing. I think because sometimes there may be things that I do or things that I say that mentally may get on your nerves. And so I have to remember I have to feed that part of you also. I have to feed the emotional part too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
nurturing's a big thing.
it's so funny because I don't let many people at all get under my skin, or I feel, so much, passion for, but my wife, she might do the littlest thing off to me, which is not often, and it's like it seeps in with me because
He's very sensitive.
She's my wife,
Yeah.
and
But
we're
you're sensitive
so
too, though,
tight knit.
You're sensitive.
Well, to a degree, mostly with you.
Well, I mean, sensitive emotion, definitely not. I think when you hear me say sensitive, you think I'm saying weak, and I'm not saying weak.
Right.
I mean, you can definitely protect
I'm definitely
me.
that
Yeah,
way
you can
with
protect
my
me
daughters
all that
and
kind
my
of
wife.
stuff. That's no issue.
They can get to
But
me.
when it comes to us, when it comes to the girls, you get a little sensitive. And so sometimes I had to watch myself. And I also had to remember, too, that, and it's going to sound weird, you guys, but like the things that the girls do with you and say to you, I can't really say that kind of stuff because you'll think it's funny with them, but you won't think it's funny with me.
Right.
And so I have to be careful of what I do, too.
Yeah.
Did you talk about nurturing me?
Well, that's what I was getting to.
Oh, sorry.
See, there we go. So,
I'm going to sip my Sprite.
and so as a man, you have to, I would say, tend to your wife's needs, when she's not feeling well. And as a man, it's hard for us to read the signs when things are going on. But when you're with someone for so long, you have to. It has to be like a gong in your head, and when she says something, yeah, it has to catch on without you just running over it and keep on moving. You're like, wait, let me back up and pay attention to this situation or what she just said or how she's feeling, so you can go and, give her a hug or, kiss her on her arm or her shoulder or on her cheek or on her forehead. And, and I do those things and I don't always catch it all the time.
But I wanted to say too, in you guys' defense, women, you need to remember men are not mind readers. And so there's some things that Brian just knows because over the years he just knows. Like I get bad migraines, so he can tell when I have a migraine. We all have our cycle, and so men, you need to be keeping up with your woman's cycle so you know when she's gonna be irritated and when she's not. I know that seems like going overboard, but your marriage will be a lot better. So there's things that are cyclic, but men cannot read on it. So if you want him to come into the room, scream his name across the house like I do with Brian. Or if you want him to be next to you, let him know you want him to be next to you. If you want him to kiss you this way or kiss you that way, you need to let him know that. Otherwise, they don't know.
Yeah, we'll just keep on doing what we're doing and thinking we're doing okay, but then we're kind of sliding something or forgetting something. And
right.
You have to pay attention. And men, yeah, and especially in a new relationship, you may go overboard, in the new relationship, but as you get further along in that relationship, it may seem to tether off a little bit. Mm-hmm. So you got to kind of scoot yourself back online from time to time and say, hey, what does my mate need? I have to be there for her, and when she's okay, then you're okay.
Right.
If she's not okay, man, you're not going to be okay.
Right.
And that's just how it goes.
Right, exactly. Okay, dependable.
That's a big one for us.
Mm-hmm.
Over the years, you want to say this one?
That's a ride or die.
Yeah, we have been like Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah. We've always been able to depend on each other.
Yeah. If someone does each one of us wrong, the other one is right there.
Right. Now, we did go through that slump, though, where we had some issues, but usually we can be dependable.
Yeah.
We can be dependable. I mean, if it gets down to the nits and grits, we're definitely going to be there for each other no matter what.
Right.
And it's just the way we are, just in general.
But, hey, there was a time, early in our relationship where, we had one car. And I'm sure that a lot of you have gone through this situation. If you're not going through it right now, it's not just us, where, I was working the graveyard shift, at a point in time. And, my wife would be there taking me to work and coming and picking me up after midnight, and I'd do the same, for her. We had the kids and we had to juggle so much.
Dependability is so big. Teamwork makes the dream work. It really does.
You have to know that your mate is going to be there for you.
And I don't know if you guys watch the Daily Davises, but I'm going to bring them up in the video too. If you guys watch their vlog, they grew up together. And they are like the epitome of dependable. They tag team on everything. Mm-hmm. And Brian and I are very similar to that. They tag team on everything.
Exactly.
And you have to, when it comes to the kids, just remember your strength is his strength and his strength is your strength. When you're weak, he's stronger. When he's weak, then you're stronger. That's just the way you have to keep each other. When both of you guys are weak, you're going to pull a little bit from each other and just make it work.
Yeah, to try to give each other
Or
energy.
lay there and cry together. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
That's
all
how
right.
it goes.
Sincere. Now that one's funny.
Sincere.
You want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. So, women out there, being sarcastic and being funny. Remember, your man is a man, but sometimes you have to truly be sincere. Okay? And if you really don't mean it, then don't say it. But you need to be sincere. And sincerity also comes with the respect, because you need to respect their feelings. And if you respect their feelings, then you'll be sincere.
That's true.
God, that was good.
That's cutting it in a
Right.
nutshell. Right? I don't know if I can add on to that one.
Probably not.
No, probably not. Maybe we should go on from there.
Okay. All right. Honesty.
Yes.
We've never had a problem. Well, you know what? Okay, so honesty in the relationship, it grows.
Right. Yeah, because I mean,
I don't know if we've ever been truly dishonest. I think there was a moment when we were kind of sort of dishonest, but we really have been kind of honest with each
yeah,
other.
but I mean, nobody's perfect. I
Right.
mean, both of us have told those little white fibs.
Right.
And
But I
but
don't know.
nobody's
You make it kind of
perfect.
sound that we really like the big chunky stuff.
Yeah.
We haven't been dishonest with each other.
No,
you
it's
know?
just little stuff
And maybe
from
it's
here
because
and
we
there.
can read
from
each
time to
other.
time. Right.
So
right.
we can just kind of tell and we
Right.
just kind of know. But honesty is highly important. Even if it's bad,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just tell them. You need to be truthful about it. You're getting on my nerves. I don't feel like talking to you right now. Please get away. You know, your breath smells. You know, you smell like butt. Whatever
Yeah, did
it
you
may
put on
be.
deodorant?
Yeah, whatever it may be. Because
Did
remember,
you
they are
spray?
your partner. Yes, yes. And no, I always put on deodorant. By the way, y'all really don't need to because I really smell like roses. all
Yeah,
the
oh
time.
yeah, daffodils.
But no, roses.
Okay.
So,
sunflower like that.
So yeah, honesty is important.
Yeah, that's key in a friendship. I mean, because how do you know
In a
that
marriage,
person,
yeah.
or in that marriage,
Friendship,
so
I mean.
how do you know that person truly has your back? How can you feel that inside
Right.
if you know you have that
that's a good
that
way.
bond, that
Yeah, I never
togetherness.
thought about it
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
we have always had
Because
each
if
other's back.
if it's phony, you'll feel it.
yeah,
You'll know.
you'll feel it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You know, it's so funny. After being with him for so long, we can be in a room together and not say anything, and I can still hear him. That's the weirdest thing, huh?
Yeah.
Is that the weirdest thing?
Yeah.
I can still like react to whatever it is,
That's
whatever
true.
the situation
And
is.
we'll finish each other's sentence and
Sentences.
say the same word. And sometimes our kids will look at us like, what happened just now?
You just brought them up.
I know, it is hard.
I know. Okay, importance. So with importance, we're at 22 minutes, so we gotta wrap it up.
Pick it up. Yeah.
Importance.
Um,
You
Yeah.
have to feel like your marriage and the mate you're with is important.
true. Plain
That's it.
and simple.
And if something is important, then all of those things above, you'll respect them, you'll have excitement, you'll nurture them, you'll be dependable, you'll be sincere, and you'll be honest.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have got to be important.
That word is strong.
Yes.
It's very strong, And if you don't have that secure, bond in a relationship, it's not going to work.
Right.
It really is. I don't care how much therapy you get, how many of your peers are telling you positive things. If you don't have it within you to adhere everything together in your relationship, it's not going to happen.
And we're going to also have a video, I'm glad you brought that up, a video about therapy too, because people think of therapy as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. We're going to talk about that though.
Right.
And now the last one is at the bottom, but it is the most important, you guys, and it is prayer.
Yes.
And we could go on for 20 minutes about prayer. We have prayed since we started our friendship, our marriage, our kids pray. We pray together. We pray every morning before I
Separately.
leave. We pray all day. We
Right.
pray in the shower. We pray on the toilet. We pray on the phone. We pray all day long. Our relationship in this marriage has been built on the faith.
And it's not that we're overly religious,
No,
because we're not.
very
We're just
spiritual.
a very spiritual
Very
family.
spiritual.
And we like to bring in good spirits
Right.
around us and in our home and cast out all of that stuff that will try to trip you up.
Exactly.
Or cause, immediate problems in your area.
Right.
In your atmosphere.
Right.
So, and you may not be, spiritual or religious, and you may not pray.
We're
and
not
we
judging,
understand.
right.
We're not judging at all. Please don't get us wrong. We're just talking about our experience and how we bring that into focus and into our nucleus as a family and as a husband and wife. So
Definitely.
that's very important to us. And I truly believe, well, I believe, but I truly know that we have had prayer has gotten us through so many situations. And we look back on it to this day now, and it's like, that helped us.
And we'll tell
tremendously.
you, speaking of that, we'll tell you our story one day in a video too. We got a lot of videos coming up, you guys.
Yeah.
Y'all won't believe our story.
Right.
A lot of people don't. They look at us now and they think, oh, and we tell them our story and they go, oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. And
There's a
we're
story.
going to be 100% real with you guys because
Yeah.
we're not living, you know, on a reality show.
Right.
Because this is not scripted. This is real. This is
Right.
where we come from, and we're going to bring that to the forefront to all of you.
Right. And just remember, if you are out there and you're a brand new couple and you're struggling and you have kids and, you know, you're living in a 1-bedroom house, and it will get better. I promise you it will get better. You just have to have faith, and you have to truly believe that it will get better. If you guys hear loud panting, that is the dog over here.
Yeah, I'm
that is
having to
doing
pet him
that.
because it was raining and thunder, and he
All
doesn't
right,
like it.
so let's go on and wrap it up, babe. Did you have anything else to say about prayer?
No, I think we hit it. We hit it right on the dime there.
Okay, so don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, give us a like.
Definitely a thumbs up. Yes, and if you have any questions, you can leave them in the description box below.
And definitely share this video with friends and family.
Yes.
You know, you might have someone who may be going through the same things that we're talking about.
Yes.
And this may or may not help them, but you know, give it a shot.
Yep.
All right. So we will see you guys next time. We appreciate you. We love all of you.
Yes.
And we hope to bring more people, more subscribers towards us, so we can talk to even more people.
Yes.
All right. So until next time, from us to you,
We wish you the best and nothing less. Bye. Babe, why didn't you say anything?
I didn't know I was starting.